hope you're doing fine and welcome to our today's 1 p.m. bulletin. My name is Elizabeth Mwema. I'll start off with a school's class for the long holidays. Parents are asked to be cautious about their children to guide them so as not to be involved in bad behaviors. This is according to the County Director of Education, Busia County, Dr. Douglas Baraza, adding that CBC is the best because it helps students to learn more and be able to exercise it, so as to ask parents to always cooperate with teachers to make it possible, and at the same time wishing all the candidates of Form 4 and Class 8 success in their national exams that are supposed to start officially next week. This was seconded by Davison School Manager Mr. Julius Mulase and other stakeholders in the school.
As we speak and gather in this place, the form of education in this country, we are embracing competence-based curriculum, which is referred to as CBC. In this curriculum, we expect parents' engagement and taking care of the children, even their learning outcomes at home, not necessarily wait for the teacher. And you can observe and see the trend of your performance of your learning in this CBC through the portfolios of your children. So we are advising parents to ensure that they continue teaching and assess the progress of their children through the documentation that we have. We have also included their diaries where parents should be able to see what activities, what assignments, and what tasks are being given to your child, so that you are able to know whether the child is performing or not performing. As we speak and engage our parents in this meeting, we are privileged to share this information. That CBC is a system where competencies are enhanced for every particular learner. We are therefore requesting parents to support the children through learning by providing the necessary materials like digitalization of items and apparatus. You understand that today, in the world of today, we have what we refer to as digital learning. Without a gadget, a child may not access what is happening in and outside the environment of that particular child. As we are continuing to celebrate this graduation, we also want to say this, that parents be vigilant to their children. Let not somebody come out from anywhere to cheat them that have exams. Give the child ample time and precise, because as a ministry and as a government, we are providing every tangible requirement to safeguard the examination.
I know you're heading for the holidays. We always receive a bit of challenges from parents complaining about these long holidays. It's my encouragement to parents that let's keep our children so close to us. Let's be their best friends, let's be their guardians, and let's be that person whom they need always in their life. It's a long holiday, 7 weeks. It's a bit challengeful because it's now the responsibility of a parent to make sure that this child gets whatever he or she needs in life, not forgetting that we should also keep them reading and at least providing some learning materials they need. If we don't do that, then come after 7 weeks, that's in April, around 20th onwards, when the schools will be opening, you can find out that this child will have forgotten whatever he has ever learned in class. So we're encouraging the parents to get their revision materials for these kids. At least every day, make sure that this child has done something. Before the end of the day, make sure that even that guardian, let's take an example of that house help, the auntie at home, just assign some tasks that before the end of the day, my child should do ABCD, issues pertaining education.
Kuchukua fursa hii kuambia wanafunzi wetu wote Kenya nzima wa Form 4 na Class 8 ya kwamba tunawawish success. Now it is not the end of life. There is more. Na pia msimu huu wanafunzi mtakapofunga mtumie muda wenu vizuri, kwa sababu tunafunga kwa muda mrefu, na baada ya kufunga msikae tu mdurusu vitabu vyenu, na pia muingie kwa online lessons, zitawasaidia sana. Pia Form 4s, it is a short time. As you do your exam, I wish you success and know that there is future ahead. I also take this opportunity to champion the CBC that we have. It will nurture every learner. Kwa hivyo kila mwalimu, kila mwanafunzi mahali penye yako, tunawakaribisha kwa shule yetu, na tunajua kwa mtaala huu mpya kila mwanafunzi atakuzwa kwa kila nyanja.
Media stakeholders launched the 2022 presidential and deputy presidential debates. The Media Owners Association, the Kenya Editors Guild and Media Council of Kenya announced the debate, so which will be a joint venture. It will be held in July ahead of the August polls.
A lot is expected from the media to enable citizens make informed choices on issues and on candidates seeking electoral positions. The media plays a critical role in democratic processes such as elections, including setting the agenda, conducting civic education, and providing general information on the governance and electoral processes. A credible, free, fair, and transparent general election, therefore, calls for a joint approach by media stakeholders.
From 2013, media has collectively moved to entrench the culture of presidential debates as one of the cornerstone pillars of our democracy and electoral process for the benefit of the Kenyan people.
We assure the public and the stakeholders in the electoral process that we will give Kenyans quality issue-based presidential and deputy presidential debates that will enable their decision-making and effective participation in this year's election.
One person was confirmed dead following chaos that erupted at the Miwani Sugar Factory in Kisumu after auctioneers raided the factory offices and carted away documents. Angry residents who were forced to move touched two vehicles at the scene, which were allegedly used to ferry youth who accompanied the auctioneers. Let's now cross over to politics. ODM leader Raila Odinga has unveiled a 15-point agenda that seeks to support the growth of private sectors in the country. Speaking during a meeting organized by the Kenya Private Sector Alliance, or KEPSA, in Nairobi, Raila vowed to focus on empowered to make Kenya a trading nation. In the 15-point strategy, Raila said an Azimio government will prioritize industrialization, shaped from exporting raw materials to industrial goods.
It goes back to investment here. What
we've realized is that actually what we are looking forward to as a private sector is very, very similar to what the Right Honourable is looking at in terms of the areas of focus, private sector-led export strategy, the import in substitution, supporting the private sector, looking at our tax regime, looking at our licenses and where we need to be able to add some effort.
we talked about industrialization, we talked about promoting agriculture so that this country can become self-sufficient in food production and exports. We talked about how we can promote the small, micro, small and medium enterprises, which has been referred to as informal sector. I'll say that we are going to make them formal sector and help them, empower them by building proper shelters and also creating opportunities for market access.
And with that, I'll be taking a short break. I'll be coming back with more other news. Stay tuned.
Money answers everything. Hold the right there, mister.
Nobody can take my money and get away with it.
What side of the story do you want to tell me, Ebube? The feelings I have for you is dead. There's nothing beautiful in this marriage anymore. Give him uppercut, middle, up and down, middle center. Next time you try this rubbish again, I'll sue you for assault.
I will not marry you. That is never going to be possible to have anything to do with you. If I ever see you in this house again, if I see you here, I will kill you.
I hate you so much.
I'm clean. You have refused to be tested.
Tested for what?
Tested to know your status.
Do I look to you like an HIV positive person?
In a relationship, today you have to relate with yourself, tomorrow you have to relate with another person, and not only your friends, partners, family, but everyone around you. It's important to add value in every relation that you create, be it again with yourself, the people around you, your activities. That's why every Sunday at 5 p.m. with me, Wambere Maureen, will be having candid conversations on the Relation Diaries.
Unaonekana umepotea Charan Pawania. Wela Khan, toa hilo baibui kwenye mwili wa shemeji.
Ndio maana kwa niaba yao na kuomba samahani.
Arjit Bajwa, mchara kweupe, hana lake, anakimbia. Ikitokea mama akanifanya kiongozi,
Amba bila shaka atajifungua mtoto wa kike tena. Halafu utakuwa kiongozi wa kijiji. Mama, watakusikiliza wewe. Hakika watakusikiliza, wakataze. Kila kitu kitaharibika, kila kitu kitaharibika. Kila kitu kitaharibika. Jagan.
Niache, nimeshasema siwezi kukuachia uende. Inaridhisha sana kuona sura ya kutisha katika uso wa Pawania. Maneno yako ni kama kusherekea holi bila ya pombe. Hayana mashiko kabisa, hata kidogo.
Shalom mtazamaji wangu, huyu ni Pastor Lukrema wa huduma ya Christ Liberation Embassy hapa Busia. Ningependa kukualika kwa mkutano mkubwa wa ukombozi na uponyaji unaofanyika mara moja kwa mwezi, lakini utakuacha na ushuhuda wa miaka yote. Na katika mwezi huu unaitwa ni mkutano wetu wa season 2 wa Liberation ambao unafanyika tarehe 26 mwezi wa pili mwaka huu, na itakuwa ni majira ya urejesho wa afya. The Bible says in Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 16 that I will restore unto you your health. 16 to 17. I will restore unto you your health and I will heal your incurable wounds. So Bwana amekusudia tarehe 26 kuleta uponyaji kwa kila mmoja wetu. Mkutano huu unaovutia watu toka kila sehemu, na wewe ningependa ukawe mmoja wao ambao Bwana anakuja kuguza maisha yao. Utafanyika hapa kanisani siku ya tarehe 26 ambayo ni Jumamosi ya mwezi huu, saa ni saa 3 hadi saa 9 ya jioni. Kanisa liko nyuma ya Dreams Hotel kwa barabara kuu kutoka Busia kwenda Kisumu. Karibisha kila mmoja yote ambaye kuna shida, maana ninajua sawasawa na neno la Bwana hakuna mmoja atakayetoka bila muujiza. Usiteseke na kuumia. Bwana ana jawabu kwa ajili ya maisha yako. Kwa hivyo wewe karibu sana ili tukaweze kubarikiwa zaidi. Kwa maelezo zaidi unaweza kutufikia katika namba ya simu unayoiona katika runinga hii, na Bwana atakubariki, na kukubariki zaidi. Kwa hivyo ninatazamia kukuona wewe mtazamaji pamoja na familia yako tunapobarikiwa pamoja katika mkutano huu. Kwa hivyo karibu sana na usikose. Shalom, shalom.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Those just tuning in, it's a 1 p.m. bulletin. I'll start off the second bit with One Kenya Alliance has once again postponed the signing of a coalition between the principals until next week. The principal Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, KANU's Gideon Moi, NARC Kenya counterpart Martha Karua, and UDP's Cyrus Jirongo have converged at their secretariat offices, talked to heightened by the pressure to join Azimio la Umoja. The leaders say that the agreement was still being worked on and will be finalized next week.
You can see we are all here, the 4 OCA principles, reaffirming our unity of purpose and solidarity and commitment with the people of Kenya to build a just, inclusive, and prosperous Kenya with inclusive leadership. We were to sign our coalition agreement today, but we have postponed to polish certain legal issues that have arisen. Nevertheless, we are committed to our unity, and in a few days we will be letting you know the time we shall sign the agreement. We still are open to receive other parties that we are talking to into the OCA coalition and to building coalition with other Kenyans so that we can achieve our objective of being able to form government alone or with others in order to fulfill the urgent needs of Kenyans.
We're happy to report that the best legal minds are now working on it and have assured us that by this week it will be over and will be good to go early next.
And the Democratic Action Party of Kenya, DAP, has faulted Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka for issuing tough demands to Azimio la Umoja coalition. DAP Kenya party leader Wafula Wamunyinyi said the Raila-Kalonzo deal of 2017 expired when NASA was dissolved and Kalonzo should not use the document to scuttle the Azimio la Umoja coalition.
Introducing NASA issues in Azimio engagement is tantamount to flogging a dead horse. All Kenyans are aware that NASA died, NASA was buried, and the death certificate was issued by the Registrar of Political Parties. The NASA marriage, for all practical purposes, is dead and should not affect nor be dragged into the Azimio marriage.
My big brother Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, ya kwamba tumekukaribisha na tunaomba ya kwamba usije na masharti mengi sana. Tafadhali kuja pole pole na tumalize haya maneno tuunde serikali.
Lakini maneno ya Kalonzo kuja kutuambia NASA. Utanasa nani na kama walishindwa kunasa 2017. Munyama akatoroka. Halafu chama ikakufa. Achana na hiyo maneno.
Elsewhere on politics, Deputy President William Ruto says there's a lot of intimidation ahead of the August polls. The Deputy President added that Kenyans want to make independent choice without blackmail. Ruto also added that Kenyans will be making choices about the economy, which he said can only grow if people are involved. He was speaking at the Loyola University in Maryland, USA, during an engagement with the latest leaders. Ruto left the country on Sunday, the 27th of February, for a 12-day trip to the US, then UK, and later Qatar.
University of Maryland, welcome. Thank you very much.
Answer your question.
Interim Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer here in Freedom, and so we will income ethics and is East African community pastor.
Obviously, these are serious charges.
Women must do something.
Thank you so much.
The biggest issue that is on the ballot is the democracy of our nation and whether we truly have the opportunity to make free choices devoid of blackmail, threats, and intimidation. That's a matter that is on the ballot, and that's a matter that many Kenyans, in fact, if you understand a bit of Kiswahili, that's what informs the current push by many Kenyans to say hatupangwingwi, meaning we want to make our choices without being choreographed or chaperoned or blackmailed or intimidated.
And in international news, Russia intensified its attacks on key Ukrainian cities, with fighting raging for 8th day in the northern east and south. Russians parachute landed in Kharkiv in the northeast, with heavy fighting reported. More than 800 people have now fled to Ukraine. On that, I come to the end of our 1 p.m. bulletin. At 1, thanks for watching. Still stay tuned to watch our other programs on HLC TV, including our 4 p.m. Swahili Briefs with me again, 7 p.m. main bulletin with Nancy Gitonga, and 9 p.m. main bulletin with Bolan Mosende. My name is Elizabeth Mwema. Let's meet at 4. I wish you a lovely afternoon.